Hello? Testing? Oh my god.
Hello?
There it is, there it is, there it is.
Testing? Oh my god. Hello? There it is, there it is.
People are always afraid of Ty, but they just don't know him.
Okay, okay, cool. Alright, fuck it. They can hear me now. Alright, we're good. Alright, so I saw your thing. I saw your thing, and I'm like, alright, well, based off of what you're saying, if you play with somebody else, you should be stomping a lot of your games. Hold on. Especially at your elo. I'm just gonna put you the link right now. All right, so let's talk about what you said. You said that your biggest issue is the amount of ults each person pulls off each round. And a lot of ults are I win buttons. Playing well and losing to ults doesn't feel good to you. Okay. And you also feel like ults are supposed to be strong. But you feel like enemy team ults and win their fights, and it just repeats until you lose. Okay, that tells me that you probably do not have, and this isn't a slight against you because a lot of players don't get this, don't understand tempo and how to maintain it and what exactly you're looking for. And unfortunately, based off of your history, if you're playing this chick, you are fucked because this character here, her entire thing is understanding the fundamental basics of how that works. I'm gonna give you an example really quick. I'm gonna go to practice tool real fast and kind of show you what I mean. If you want to play Rogue to a decent level, you've got to fundamentally understand that. And if you're having trouble with ults already, it probably means you do not understand that. All right, where the fuck is this shit at? There it is, right here. Okay, so if I were to press tab here, right, it shows you your ult charge and your turn, or your team building. You need to be able to constantly track the enemy team's ult. So let's say both of your supports are at 90% or something like that when you press tab, and the game's about even. That means when you're playing Rogue, you need to do this and go ham. Because basically if both teams are relatively even and neither team is feeding, then your ult charge is going to be about the same. So I'm going to be looking for, when I watch you play Rogue, is to track the enemy team's ults. But since you feel like they ult a lot, I'm going to guess you don't do that probably. And then I'm going to guess that you kind of willy-nilly throw ults out. But we're about to find out, like I said, because we're going to do this VOD review. And we're going to see how this goes. Because a lot of times, a lot of this stuff is about learning how this stuff fundamentally works. This game is a horrible game. It's just like League of Legends. It is a horrible game at teaching people how to play the game. So I'm going to guess your rogueness, I'm going to guess you may be struggling with that concept with Rogue. And then I'm going to look at your Gambit. Your Gambit, probably I'm going to guess it's card management, positioning, and decision-making of when to ult. I have content that I can send you from other people who've made videos, like quick 30-minute videos, explain to you exactly how to do this. Thor, I'm not even gonna look at this. Strange, I'm not gonna look at actually, you know what? I'm gonna look at your overall. Let's see what's going on. Angela, Gambit. Okay, your Gambit was better here. But it maybe could be better. You didn't play in these seasons? What's going on? Is that a Smurf account? Or you just didn't play the game? What the hell? No, it's not a Smurf account. It doesn't look like it. Just like she doesn't play the... Okay, one of your biggest issues with this game in general might be that you don't play this game enough. If this is not an alternate account and you only have this many hours in the game... First of all, if this is not an alternate account and you only have this many hours in the game and you are platinum/diamond, you should commend yourself, because this is quite higher than most people get with this little hours in the game. But if this is an alternate account, then that would make more sense. But But anyway, let's look at your game. Let's look at a game here because you said you've gone through a couple games together. You've been getting SVP, and if you're getting this high kills and shit like this, and you're playing with a duo, then it tells me that something's going on. So let's see if we can figure out who your duo is real quick. All right, we've got Zek, Jeff, Zai, and obviously your duo shouldn't leave you. So you've got local, Zai, Jeff, and Z. All right, let's see. Z. Okay, so it's Z, right? It's Z. Yep, it's Z. Oh wait, no, you're trio stacking. Oh, you're 3 stacking. Okay, cool. All right, well, let's just deep dive into this. Let's figure out which one we're gonna do. Oh, 15, 18, 21, 5 minutes. Oof. Man, which one of these do I want to take on? Oh boy. Your teammate left in this one. This is a win. I don't do wins. This was an 18 loss, but you played strange. You played a lot of characters this game. Holy shit. I don't want to play. I want to do this one. Let's see. Maybe we'll do this one. This one is a very strange loss. What I'm going to guess this one is, nobody peeled for your back line, and they just died over and over again. And this had nothing to do with ults. This had to do with peel. I don't know if I really want to do this one, because this is probably just going to be a peel gap, where you need to recognize that you need to be able to peel for your back line. Let's see. What game are we picking here? You know what? Fuck it. I'm just going to pick this one, maybe. No, because I don't really want to see something where you don't know conceptually to peel. Support game, I could look at this one, but this one you won, so it's kind of awkward. Loss. Well, I think I'm just going to do the one where you didn't peel. This game, you're versus triple support. Actually, this one might be good. You're versus triple support. You have the advantage of being versus triple support. You're solo tanking, but you should have the ability to overcome. Unless nobody's gonna kill this fucking dude in the air is the problem. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna go with this one. I'm gonna go with this one actually. I just say fuck it. I know this is gonna be a dive issue, but whatever. I'm gonna guess this is a dive issue. Let's see this. Okay, holy shit, this game was a mess. This game was a mess. All right, what are we playing? We are playing Mag. We're opening up with Mag. Okay.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, we're in front.
Stop them from securing the mission area.
Okay, first things first. Your duo shouldn't be in front of you like this. You need to be in front of them. So either A, they need to learn to respect this and back up behind you, or B, tell you to get up here and start holding space. You shouldn't be this far back anyway. You should be here so you can hold this space so that they can't just walk here for free. When you stay this far back, all you're doing is saying, "Hey guys, walk down here, walk here, and fight me here." And if you lose here, they easily get to here, right? They easily get to the point. But if you fight them here by holding the space here as a tank, guess what? Let's say somebody dies here. They still got to do the grueling crawl of here, 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 and here. You want to hold as much space as possible. Let's see if you're going to hold the space. All right. What are you doing? Come on, tank. Walk up. Come on, tank. Walk up. All right, there we go. Good. Now we're up here. But see, if we were up here earlier, we would be able to hold this space and not already be pushed back like this. But whatever. All right, let's see this. Okay, main thing I'm looking for is, do you know how to do Magneto combos? Okay, Rogue jumps in. What are you going to do? Okay. 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 All right, you got to pick. So let's see if you know what to do with this pick.
Back to whatever netherworld you called out of, child.
No. Okay, so you don't know the push and pull. All right, so this is one thing I can already tell. The reason why you feel helpless in games is because you don't know when you just win. Okay, so let's go back real fast. I'm going to go through this real quick. All right. I don't know if you ever played something called League of Legends, but team fights are an ebb and flow. Okay, you have 6 players that are against each other. There's going to be advantages based off of player skill, composition, and ults. All right, just keep that in mind. The issue with here is you don't ever press the go button when it's time to press the go button. Look at this for a second. Okay, 6v6, whatever. You can be passive. You can. It's not advised, but you can be passive in a 6v6, whatever, because you don't know what's gonna happen. As soon as this happens, as soon as that happens, and you should know this because it flashes across your screen and makes a noise. That's it. That's it. There's no more passive anymore. It's, oh my god, it's a 5v6. It's in our favor. Let's run them down like dogs, kill as many of them as we can, or push them back into their spawn. They do not have the authority to stand in my presence as a tank when they're down a member, especially a healer, because now it's just done, right? This is done. We just walk up. And you get a second kill. This is 2. When this is, we walk forward. We W key. Also, there's a rogue right here, just AFK. There's a gambit right here, AFK. I should see you turn immediately and start trying to kill either one of these two. They are a 4v6 in your presence. This is not allowed. Okay, see, you're backing up. What are we backing up for? Who are we afraid of? You're afraid of Strange. You're afraid of Gambit. You're afraid of Rogue. But my brother in Christ, you have 6 members. They have 4. Technically, Magic is doing dicky stuff in behind, but that doesn't matter. For now, you have numbers. We don't back up. We go forward. 5v6, I could get if you were a tiny bit afraid on a 5v6. This is a 4v6 now. You need to know as a tank to take advantage of this. And so because you're not doing that, and I can already tell from this, because you're not doing that, what that means is this is why you probably feel at the mercy of ults, because you're giving the enemy team the agency and time to build ult. But what better players do here is they go, oh my god, 2 people are dead, and these idiots are still walking into me. They're so bad. They walk forward, pressure them, and these guys probably die here because they have no idea to back up, right? They're just as clueless. And you kill them, right? And here's the thing. Every kill that you get as a player gives you more ult charge. Not only do you build ult charge because you're alive longer, but you also get ult charge, I think, when you kill people, from what I understand, right? So look at what this means for you right now, okay? Look at what this means for you, okay? Your Gambit is 12%. Your Invis, 21%. Their Jeff, 23%. Your Gambit, 12%. Okay? Now, I'll be real. Both Gambits could probably do it a little bit better, but whatever. It doesn't matter. Everybody's kind of equal because it's all the same thing, whatever. The point is, because they're dead, their Jeff and their Wanda are dead, their co-players are going to build ult charge over them faster. Likely. Wanda's at 6%. Your DPS is at 15. Okay? Their other DPS is at 6%. Your other DPS is at 21. Right? You're at, what, 8%? Their tank is at 6%. Your other tank is 11%. Theirs is 13. So you have the advantage in total percent for your team, is what I'm saying. This is how you get something called ult tempo, where you're able to just take over games. Because what will end up happening is, if let's say you're on defense, right? They have to ult to break something, so you get to basically counter ult and hold them forever by going net neutral. But anyway, it doesn't matter. You need to punish this more. This is not good. You are playing way too passive. Now, when you hear this thing going on behind you, this is where you can kind of start backing up if you feel like your team can't deal with Magic. And Magic is kind of hard to deal with at certain elos for certain people, especially depending on the players they're playing. But you have a Gambit and an Invis, so technically they shouldn't lose to her. Especially, but whatever, it's fine. Okay, you're trading blows with this Strange for no reason. Like, and Gambit and Rogue are just hanging out. Now you hear this behind you, right? Okay, so now you have a healer, and you turning around for this. Your DPS, let's be very clear. I want to be very clear because this is your duo. You need to tell your duo this. This is not your job, okay? You as a tank holding this space, this is not your job to turn around. This is not his job to turn around. You guys are doing your job. This is this person's job, your duo, to recognize what's going on and deal with DPS for DPS and not let the healers deal this by themselves. This is also why healers got buffed, because they're supposed to have tools to deal with this by themselves a little bit better now, but it's your duo's job, especially on DPS, to deal with the other DPS. Let's watch what your duo does. Not turning around for Magic. 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 You have to deal with the Magic. This will lose you games. Why? Because you had to back up and go deal with this Magic problem. It meant that it let these guys walk in all this space for free. And now, instead of them being held right here where they should be held the entire time, guess what? They get to walk in for free and gain more space. You never should have turned around for this. Your duo should have stopped autoing whatever the heck he was autoing forward and just killed this magic. And then when he kills this magic back here, you guys can then really full send it on them and punish them for walking in your face. But instead, you had to turn around for some reason. This is not your job to peel, okay? As a tank, you are supposed to peel when it is, what's the word I'm looking for? Favorable / not going to cost you a bunch of reserve resources. But you having to walk and leave your other tank, let these three walk in. Your duo should be doing better here. They didn't even turn around to look at the magic. They still haven't turned around. This is bad. This is a lack of communication between you and your duo, or lack of understanding of responsibility of roles. This is their responsibility to help deal with this magic, not yours. All right, back to it. Let's get back into this. So now you go back up because the magic is dead, right? We're trying to take the space back. Okay? Again, you need to stop playing this so passive, brother. Look at this. Look at your comp. Gambit, Sue, you, this dude, okay? 4 of you guys are right here. Half HP, 1 healer. This is a 3v4, and these guys are already low. Get them the fuck out of your face. Show some aggression. Punish them. This is why you feel like games go on forever, because all this does is give both teams time to build ults, and then you just coin flip it on who's going to win. This is the neutral game. You need to be able to play this a lot better when you have the advantage. Walk forward. Walk forward. Walk forward. There is no reason to be walking back here. They are down a magic. Punish. 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 You are too afraid. You are way too afraid on tank. Way too afraid. A Gambit just... That Gambit did not just fly into your face, actually. Did he actually? Holy shit. These players are... Whatever. Okay. I don't know how long I'm gonna make it through this one. Let's see. Okay, he should die here because he just ran straight into you. Right? No? Groot's not gonna put a wall behind him and instantly kill him? Okay, whatever. Keep it going. You are... Okay. And because you didn't push your advantage when you had the advantage, now you're kind of losing the advantage. This game is an ebb and flow, and sometimes the enemy team is going to be bad or make mistakes, and you're going to get advantage. And you need to, you know what? A good example of this is football, okay? So in football, here's something that happens. When one team has something called momentum, right? That's when they start running up the board. Like they'll score touchdown, and they'll go crazy. But eventually they will lose the momentum, and the momentum will swing back to the enemy team or the opposite team, and they'll start scoring touchdowns. What you want to do when you have momentum is you want to use it as much as possible so that you can basically put the score at a point where it's like 60-13. So even if they get momentum back and they score like 40 points, you still win because you got way more out of when you had momentum. When you had the swing, you took advantage of it more. You didn't take advantage of your swing. You've had several kills in the enemy team and not taken advantage of it yet. And so now things are going to neutralize back in the middle because you didn't take advantage of pressure advantage. And this is something you need to be able to understand, okay? Wanda is dead. I better, after this, I know I'm not going to because I know you don't understand the concept, but what I better see is you walk forward and start trying to kill everybody. Please don't walk backwards. Please don't walk backwards. Why are we still standing here? Look at this. Look how passive we are. It's a 5v6. Run it down. Run them down like dogs. Run them down. Run them down. Run them down. You're still just... Look at this. Look at the disrespect from these guys. It's a 5v6, and they're just hanging out in front of your face like you can't just completely kill them. Listen, at higher elos, if some people pulled some like this, they will all instantly die. Like, instantly die. Like, the whole team goes, oh, shit, we gotta pick. Full send it, full send it, full send it. Like, you need to be able to understand this concept, because if not, you will just constantly be in an ult war. That's... And your team is way better. This every time that somebody dies, it's a full wipe. It's a full wipe, or they have to go back to the respawn room and sit there and re-coordinate for another full push for 6. Or they need to back up close to the respawn room. This is disgusting what the enemy team is doing. And they're getting away with it. Okay, you got another pick. You've gotten so many picks this game, and nobody has pushed the advantage. Kill them. Kill them. Kill them. Kill them. Why are we backing up? It's a 5v6. You just got another kill. Look at this. You're backing up. Look how far you're running. You're running. You have the numbers. Kill them all. Why are you backing up? What are we doing? Why are you backing up? What are we doing, man? What are we doing? Or girl. I don't know if you're a girl either, because whatever. You know, I don't no judge based on sex or whatever. Girl, boy, non-binary, I don't care. The point is, what are we doing? Why are we so passive? What are we doing? So this tells me conceptually you don't really understand what Tank's job is in terms of taking space, holding space, and all that other good stuff. I may not do this past the first checkpoint, because if you can't do the basics of Tank, this is very, very, very bad. Very, 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 very bad. So what I'm going to do is probably show you one of my Tank games, because I can't do anything with this. Because you don't know how to put... You don't know, okay, we're pressing our advantage now. We're pressing our advantage. Nope, we're backing back up. Why? Their support is dead. Kill the Strange! Oh, is it... Why are we not killing the Strange? He's half HP! Walk up! Walk forward! This is... And so now you're gonna lose to an ult. Because you've done the dance with these guys for so long and given them advantage. And you're... Sue, for God knows why. Also, this is your duo. So this is also bad. Your Sue should conceptually realize, what is this ult gonna do versus Jeff? Jeff is gonna eat everybody in this ult, and he's gonna throw them off the map. Why would your Sue even bother counter-ulting this? This does not stop this at all, in any way capacity. This is such a waste. The thing you do if they're gonna Jeff, this is what you do if they're gonna Jeff. You run. You separate so that Jeff can't eat everybody at once. So somebody goes one way, somebody goes another way, somebody goes another way, and everybody separates. And you pray to God that only one person gets hit, or two people get hit. And then after that, you have a Gambit ult to stall back out. You have a Sue ult to stall back out. You have your... And by the way, I'm just going to be very clear. Had you actually killed these guys off of spawn repeat when they kept doing this stupid shit, Jeff never would have gotten his ult before you got yours. So when he did this shit right here, you would have just done Fear Magneto and knocked him on his head and killed him. And that would have been it. But I digress. This is a conceptual Tank thing that we need. So this is Tank fundamentals. So you don't know how to hold space and how to position on Tank. So I'm not going to continue this replay because this is going to tell me all I need to know about the game. I'm going to go to your support and see what your support looks like. But this tells me you conceptually don't know how to hold space, which is okay. That's fine. We can talk about that. I can give you content for that. That's easy to fix. But you need to learn how to do that. We're going to go to a healer game now and look at one of your healer games. You died 13 times on Gambit versus 0 dive. So I do kind of want to see this one, actually, even though you had a lever. I'm going to look at this one. Because we gotta get you some tank guides. We got to teach you how to hold space. We got to teach you the tug and pull. We got some content that we need to work on. Fundamentals. There's some fundamentals that we got to learn. Okay, what the fuck is this? Okay, wait, you're a defense. You're a defense. I thought you were on offense. No. Okay, yeah, okay, all right. Whoa, why are you so late? What's going on here? Why are you so late? The hell is this? Why are you so late to... What? Oh, no. No. Okay, you can't be late like this. This is bad. Did you die? No, you can't be late like this. That's very bad. That's gonna hurt your team already because they gotta fall back. Your team automatically cannot hold this space up front because you're not here. This right here, I'll be real with you. This right here is like game throwing. Versus better players, they're just going to wipe your whole team, and they're going to get ult charge advantage over you, and you're going to lose the game off of that forever. Okay? You can't do that. You can't be late to lane, or late to the game. It's just, I said lane because I played a lot of League of Legends years ago. But anyway, or extra 2 years ago. Anyway, all right, your teammate is once again doing their shit, and somehow getting you a pick. 5v6. Let's see how you play the 5v6 now that you have it. What we doing? Okay. Okay. You've got 2 cards. Okay. Okay. Okay, you know Angela's behind you, whatever. Okay, you got you another card. You're playing Gambit. I'm gonna watch and see if you did what I think you just did. You get a pick in your favor. 5v6. Strange is probably, I don't even know. Wait, is this before you? Strange is 515 out of 675. And it's a 5v6. Did you just? I think you did. You did. Strange was missing 100 HP. We don't use our card resources like that. Unless we're just like trying to like style points. Your cards are a very important resource. And you want to keep 2 of them at all times, usually. Unless it's an emergency situation. This is not an emergency. This man is missing 160 HP. And it's a 5v6 in your favor. They're already dead. Just heal him. He has an Ultron bot on him as well. 402. 412. Still fine. Magneto bubble with him. Still fine. 450. Still fine. Still fine. And I believe you did that there. Yeah. Okay. Card management. Work on card management. You gotta learn... You can't be throwing powerful heals out like that just for shits and giggles. This guy is fine. He is not critical. He is not getting close to critical. He is piss chilling. Okay. Second thing, you need to position a little bit better on Gambit. But let's see how... Okay, you're doing better positioning now. Okay. Everything's good. Okay. You're not versus dive. If you're versus dive, I understand being a little scared. You can't play this far back on Gambit. Why? Because Gambit's heals are a cone. Alright, he sends out 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. The closer you are to a target, the more powerful the heal is, because likely all 3 cards are going to hit the target. When you're this far back, actually, I'm just going to show you. I'm going to show you, like, from the sky, so you can see this yourself. Okay, look. Look at this. Look at the cards. 1 went here, 1 went there, and 1 might have hit your, like, mag. You see how they, like, spread out, and they go in 3 different directions? These can hit different people, right? And they have, like, their own kind of, like, single individual heal based off of each line that you threw. If you're right next to somebody, though, like, let's say you're right next to Squirrel Girl and you do that. Look at what happens. Squirrel Girl gets hit with all 3 very easily. The closer you are as Gambit, the better your heals are going to be for accuracy purposes in terms of getting stronger base heals. Okay? You're about to be 4 cards. This is not acceptable. Let's see if you know exactly what to do here. You cannot let this thing hit 4 cards. You cannot let this thing hit 4 cards. You let this thing hit 4 cards. Please do something. I'm gonna give you. I'm praying 5 seconds you do it. 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, Gambit resource management. So wait, hold on. Gambit resource management. Let's talk about it. You cannot let these cards build up to max. Why can you not do that? Because I don't know if you ever played League of Legends, but basically, mana regen, resource regen, is a resource. You want to always, unless you have some kind of big shit, like super mega emergency coming, right? Like, let's say you know they have Groot ult. Let's say you know they have Groot ult, Strange ult, some crazy shit that you might need, that you're going to need 2 cleanses for back to back. Like, it is what it is. Like, you're just going to need 2 cleanses off rip. Okay, that makes sense, right? And that, if you are thinking that far ahead and you're tracking ult timer cooldowns and all that stuff, right? There is absolutely, other than that, really no reason to hold this many cards, because you're not taking advantage of the card generation as a resource. There is a reason why this builds up and it has a cap. It's because you're supposed to manage it. And the way that you manage it is, if there's nothing to heal, right? There's nothing to heal right now. And you don't need to heal yourself, right? So what would you do in order to maximize and make sure that you're always taking advantage of a card and outputting the most pressure you can on Gambit? You activate your Spade, because your Spade is going to make you do more damage on your attacks. Basic attacks, all that good stuff. So you activate one Spade card and just sit on it and just do damage. You get to basically play AFK DPS. You still heal, right? But you're going to get to do damage. And that's how you basically play Gambit on a standstill, is you use one card at a time, unless there's something going on where you need like a card combo. You use one card and you make sure this thing never hits 4 max cards. Because if you do, then you're just wasting the card resource. Like, think about it. Think about it this way. Let's say it takes 8 seconds for your card to come back, for one full card to come back. If you're sitting on this full card deck for 8 seconds, that is 8 seconds, and nothing happens, right? That is 8 seconds where you could have had bonus damage, and you either could have had bonus damage or you could have had bonus heals on yourself if you felt like you were being pressured, and you would have been able to output more pressure and build ult charge even faster on Gambit to have even more pressure and control the tempo over the game. Look at this. Just you activate a Spade. Activate a Spade. Look at this. So, okay, you've got problems behind you now. Now, here's what I would think you would do. You would probably either A, burst heal your chick if you feel like she's about to die, and then you would activate a Spade and you fight this out. Let's see what you do though. Okay, Spade. Okay, no, you're gonna do a burst heal because she's critical. Okay, burst. Okay, you bridge boost, right? Oh, Lord have mercy. Oh, Jesus. Oh, no. Oh, my God. Okay. All right. This is bad. This tells me conceptually, yeah, this tells me we need to get you on some Gambit concept shit. So, number one, you pretty much never want to use that knockback thingy. That's like not really worth it. You really don't want to use that unless you're like trying to get like a quick kill. But in this situation, these guys are dead anyway. Especially him. You need to just activate one, like this. You don't even need to do this. Just sit on this one card. You didn't do that. Because when you do that, when you activate the double card combo there, you consume your card. So then you don't get the bonus from the card of where before you were getting the bonus where you could actually do more damage. So understand this, okay? Look at this from a Gambit conceptual thing. Let's say you activate your card here, right? Because you do. You should, right? Okay, you should have activated way sooner, by the way, but doesn't matter. You have the Spade active. That Spade, you see that purple in the middle? That is your timer running down on what you can do with your single Spade that you've activated, right? So you could let that conceptually all the way fall down to the very end and then do your burst at the end if you really wanted to. You're not going to need it here in this situation. This was a very bad thing that you did this. Okay, whatever. Because this is obviously is not going to hit him because he's there, but you could have kept the Spade and just killed this rogue. Or, if you want to be even better, because this is actually a terrible move to use in general, like I said, you could have thrown the anti-heal on this rogue, and then she probably dies over here for sure. Because you would have just killed her yourself. See, like, look how you're DPSing this guy and trying to kill him, but, like, you would have killed him 10 times over if you had just had your damage boost on yourself and just left the one card single Spade. So, okay, now you're using the healing card. Solo. Why? This card boosts your healing, heals you. That's it. This card doesn't boost your heal. This card doesn't boost your heals to your teammates. This boosts your heals for you. I'll double check, but I've played Gambit. I've read his tooltip many times, and I'm gonna look right now. But unless I'm like delusional, it does not boost anything for him, but just heal him, and you're full HP. But I'm gonna check and make sure I'm not losing my brain. Maybe I'm an idiot. Maybe I just completely forgotten how this works. Let's see. Healing Hearts continues a slack of sight Yep, that's it. Yep. All this does is give you healing over time for yourself. Brother, look at you. Look at your HP. You're 275. You're 275. You're 275. You're 275. You're 275. Why? Single card you activated. You would activate this for a combo, but you don't even have the card ready for a combo, and nobody needs a combo. Nobody needs a Purify. Nobody needs a Burst Heal. This tells me you conceptually probably do not understand how his cards work. Because you would never do this. You would go Spade. You would go Spade just to do more DPS. Alright, so I can tell you don't know when to do this. And now I'm going to see if you know how to use his ult. And then at that point I'm going to end the replay. Because I can already tell that we need to actually work on your understanding of the game. Okay, so they're rocket ulted. They're all low. What do you do here? I want to see what you do. You're already winning the fight. What do you do? What do you do? Okay, you're winning the fight. Good. Spade? Spade? Or even slam yourself? Slam yourself? Do anything? Do anything? Okay. Jump for the health pack. Okay, whatever, you self-heal. Okay. That's right there. Okay, you're trying to duel him. That's right there, by the way. That's right there, and that's right there. Okay. Alright, you're gonna do the fight. You're gonna dash back in and do some more damage, maybe? You're gonna slam for yourself. Okay, he's gonna probably fuck this up then. Alright. But you jumped into him. And if you die here, this is a throw from you. Oh, your whole team's dying, actually. Okay, well. Okay, we run. We run, because you can't get hit with this, so you're gonna lose your HP. Okay, we fall back. I see, this is what I mean when I say card management. Let's walk through this. Let's walk through this entire sequence of events. Number one, you didn't even do all this. You could have just grabbed that health pack and you would have just shit on him anyway. But okay. Number two. Armed and... Right? Because again, you just ignored the health pack. You dashed through this guy the first time, which was great. Just dash a second time, grab this health pack. And now you're full HP. He's all the way over here, isolated between you and Squirrel Girl. Kill him with a spade. You don't even have to go for your healing cards. But this is just bad play from you and him both, and it works out in your favor. Cool. Okay. You have only one card. You have options. Do you A, heal yourself with a single heart card? Do you B, spin? If I were you, I would save my cards. I would spin. Why? Because I know I'm versus Angela, and I need to be able to cleanse Angela's ult. So I would spin this. Let's see what you do. Let's see what you do. Okay. You can't save this guy with a heart card. You would need... And you're still not double dashing. By the way, you should have double dashed by now. You are standing out in the open. And by the way, I just want to... You know, I hate to rub this in on you. I really do. But what the fuck? I really do. But you need to learn what health packs are. You could have got this one over here for the Bucky duel. And now in this same situation... Bro, you could just grab the one right here. You could literally have just like been like, I have my dash up and my spin. Turn to the left, dashed in this room really quick, which would have healed yourself. Grab the health pack, came back out, 275 HP. By that time, you have 2 cards ready and are ready to react to whatever the hell's going on out here. Instead, you just kind of ignore the health pack again. All right, Angela's coming for you, and you have not used your spin yet to heal yourself. You have still not used your spin to heal yourself. You have still not used your spin to heal your... Why are you sitting at 85 HP? What are we doing here? Okay, you use a single card for yourself to try to heal yourself up, but you had a spin. You could have just used a spin. You could have just used a spin there. Okay, you use your bridge boost, but now you're in trouble with the Angela ult. But it's okay, because Gambit's ult cleanses, if I remember correctly. So, all we need to think is, they have Angela... We need to save our ult for Angela if we don't have the cleanse for Angela with our cards. Makes sense. Okay, let's see how we play this. Why are we ulting here? One, 2, 3, 4, 5. And close to their spawn. So easily that 6th person is going to come right back out. What do you have? Probably about to die. 1, 2, 3. This is a moment where you evaluate and say that even if you were to ult, you're not going to win the fight. So because you're not going to win the fight, even if you do ult, it's not worth ulting. It's better to take the wipe or take the deaths that are going to happen here, minimize your losses, keep your ult, and then when everybody regroups on the comeback here again, and you have 6 people, then you can ult them as 6 here, kill them all, and push the cart back to around back here or something. This is called not conceptually understanding when and how to ult and how to maximize your ult. And so this also would make it feel like ults are the deciding factor in games because you don't even know how to basically execute your own ult. Which, yes. And you ult at the same time as Angela ulting, which means you don't get the cleanse, and you actually get stuck in this, which is very strange, very weird, but let's see how it goes. This is just a giant mess. Honestly, a giant mess. Also, you're walking forward into the cloak ult. My brother in Christ, what are we doing? Your ult's about to go out. You're gonna die. This cloak can kill you. Actually, if your duo's good, she can root this cloak and kill her instantly here. Oh, and you got bailed out by Magneto. Cool. So, we can restabilize this. What do? We heal. Okay. Alright. Cool. As soon as we get some cards, what are we gonna do? Okay, we're healing. Okay. Alright, where's your co-healer? Heal each other. Okay. But the thing about this is you still have your... Okay, so I noticed this earlier and I want to see if you were going to do it again. You need to... So, okay. I'm going to tell you now, I can tell from both games. Here's the thing you need to do. You need to watch this game actually be played. You need to watch higher elo gameplay so you can see what people are supposed to do to understand conceptually what you're supposed to do here. Like, look at this, okay? You have 2 dashes that heal you. You don't need to use your heal card to heal yourself. Your cards are a resource. Your dashes are a resource. Your pole slam is a resource. If they are maxed out sitting at 2, you're not taking advantage of the fact that they build back cooldown. Sitting on max cooldowns is actually very, very bad because it means you're not taking advantage of them enough. You should never be sitting on max cooldowns like this unless it's just a brain-off game and you're not being punished. You're being punished and these guys are pressuring you. You need to be using your cooldowns to get pressure back. And so here, this is just a hot mess. And your positioning is pretty bad. And also, your awareness is not great because look, you're tunnel visioning on this and you have no idea what's going on to your left, which is your Magneto dying. Or this rogue flanking you. You shouldn't even be here. You should be keeping a position where you can see everything. Again, you need to actually see the actual game. You need to see like this game. I need to let me see if my friend's shit is open. She's one above all / like she's one above all. I mean, she's fucking hovering in Celestial 1 and one above all. But anyway, let me see if her ass is on. I don't think she is, but I'm just gonna show you what Gambit looks like. Because she plays the fuck out of this character for some reason. Is her shit profile? She's not private. Oh, she's gonna kill me for showing you this. She's been having some toughies. Alright, so this is a one above all game. Or Celestial 1 game, whatever. Let's see it. Celestial 1, Celestial 2 game. It's pretty high. This is pretty high. Alright, I'm gonna let you see how she plays the game. Alright. This will give you a conceptual idea of what this looks like. Watch her, okay? Look at this. Okay.
Don't want to lose this
You have to stop them from securing the mission area.
Hopefully she doesn't find out I did this or she's gonna fucking kill me. Alright, look. So you see how her positioning, she can see her team, but she's not standing out in the open? Probably at some point. Now, the reason why I would guess she's doing this is because she needs to keep an eye out for flankers. Okay, eventually she's going to move across. Okay, she sees the Spider-Man. Let's see what she does. She's aware that the Spider-Man's over there, and she's going to react if he does anything. Okay. Now, the question is, okay, She's used a heart card.
I feel like myself again.
Surprised she's not using her damage card more. Oh, there it is. Okay. I think she tried to secure a pick on this guy. Okay, she's gotten... Okay, she dashes away. Perfect. Okay, she uses the heals, burst heals. Okay, pushing through. Okay, she's at 2. See how she's not really using her heart cards for herself, but she's using her dashes just to kind of reposition and heal herself? Okay, her team ults. Let's see if she full sends it on this ult. Okay, she just kills the Loki clone. Their Gambit ult. She has a grease, so it doesn't matter. She dodges out of the way when this goes down. Repositions away from the Spider-Man. Gets a full Gambit ult. Goes crazy. And once Gambit's ult's down, she popped a dark card, whatever, Spade, and just tried to full send it. And they just take the point. She is chasing the Spider-Man, though. I don't know why. I don't deal with that. A little weird. But okay. Alright, so that's her. Now, since this guy's playing Magneto, I wanted you to see this Magneto. I want to see if this Magneto is going to do this better. Let's watch this Magneto. Let's see if he understands the push and pull. Okay? So Magneto walks out. Let's see. Compare him to your Magneto. Okay? Look. He's walking forward. He's taking the space. He's playing a little back. Pushing. Holding the space. Okay? Let's see what happens if he gets a pick. They're just trading blows. Whatever. This is whatever. Right? This is the neutral. Nothing matters in the neutral except for who dies first. Okay? He tries to do something about the Spider-Man, but it's fine. Okay, Groot walls these guys off. Look, when Groot walls these guys off, you see how Magneto's playing a little bit more confident? He's trying to secure this pick on the Strange. Or on this guy. Okay? And you see, look, this is what I'm talking about. This is the confidence and the and the understanding when they engage. Look at this. Watch this again. Watch. Strange is low. Fantastic is low. They're cut off because of the Groot wall. What is he doing? He's walking forward, pressing his advantage. Pressing his advantage. Pressing his advantage. You see? Pressing his advantage. If he gets this kill, he's going to full send it. And look, because he pressed his advantage and they pushed, they now control this space. Right? Before, they just controlled this space. But once he saw what was going on here, he walked up and said, oh, now we can control this space. So now the enemy team is contesting them for this space instead of this space. Because he played aggressive. But look, let's see what happens. Now he's still respecting it, right? 6v6. Anything can happen. And his, so let's see. Okay. Still 6v6. Spider-Man is low. Will he recognize that Spider-Man's low and try to push a little bit more? Well, he's low to himself. He's going to let himself get healed. He backs behind cover. Okay. Still does damage. That guy's dead. What does he do? Look at this. You see how he's walking in? You see what I'm saying? One person died on the enemy team. And what did he immediately do? He went, oh, dead. Forward, 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 forward. Now, granted, he's still back a little bit, but he's back also so he can take advantage of cover. And also so that he can peel if he needs to peel. But look at him. He's still walking forward. He's pressing his advantage. Because one person died. And what's going to happen as a result of this is the enemy team either has to hold this barely, or they have to ult, or they have to run. And his Rocket ults for him. Rocket must get his ult first. I don't know why this Loki sold by not counter ulting. I don't know what the fuck happened here, but whatever. Anyway. Ults. That was a terrible Magneto ult. I don't know why he didn't just throw that at the ground, but okay. And they get this pick. This was, he didn't even execute this perfectly, but he at least knew how to walk forward on tank. He knew how to do the very basic walk forward on tank. Again. Take the space that he is owed. What is my rank? Celestial. But I could get higher, but mentally, I just give up. Once I hit the Celestial 3, I don't give a shit anymore. It's like, dude, Celestial 3 is what... Sometimes it's top 0.2%, sometimes it's top 0.5%, sometimes it's 1.5. I don't care. Once I hit Celestial 3, I'm done. I will bum rush Celestial 3 at the start of the season, then I just give up because I don't give a shit. because I don't like playing these high elo games. Because like I would get really mad. I would get really mad and frustrated seeing people do stupid shit. Like this Magneto's ult would tilt me because it's like, why the did you throw it up here, brother? When you could have thrown it at the ground and maybe gotten a pick. What the fuck are you throwing it into Narnia for? Like shit like that. Like it's like I can't with these people. Also here, right? Gambit ults. What would be the smart move here? This Gambit fucking ults. Look what the enemy team. Look what his teammates are doing. Walking into their fucking spawn. This dumbass, if he dies here to this Gambit ult, he better not die to this Gambit ult. Okay, look. Look at this. He's walking forward, whatever. But the problem is he's also walking forward without cover. And this cart is auto-moving, so it's already weird. You see how this Groot's playing a little bit further back and also using his own wall as cover? This idiot is standing out in the open. Why? I don't know. There's nothing to be gained from standing this far in the open. This is just stupid. This is something that would upset me watching this type of shit. But okay, let me see this. If I can just watch this idiot do what he did again. Because I know Gambit ults. Right? You should hear Gambit ults. No, Gambit didn't ult. You hear this? Back the fuck up. Back the fuck up. Back up. This would enrage me. And this is a high elo, top 0.x% game. So, if you had a brain, and you hear Gambit never folds, and the enemy team is going to full send it and run at you, what goes across your mind? Oh, and I know why. It's because Loki copied Gambit. But anyway, what goes across your mind? Should I, A, activate my Gambit team up and walk to the right and challenge them forward? Or should I, B, say, oh, well, we're at our spawn. They're walking at us, and we want to wait out the Gambit ult. Why not just not die and walk back in this room where we magically can't be hit and laugh? Let's see what our high elo player does. He seems to be walking forward. He seems to be walking forward. He seems to realize that he is outmatched by a 6-man Gambit ult. He seems to be scared now. And he's bubbling himself. And he's dead. Where is his co-tank? Backing the fuck up, as he should. Where are his teammates? Backing the fuck up, as they should. But what does our brave tank hero do? Walks forward, because his brain is not all there. Stuff like that. That's why I don't play high elo games. That's why I stop, because I expect better from people at this rank, and I don't see it, and it makes me really angry. Like, not angry, but disappointed and frustrated. And if I tell people this stuff in the game, they get pissy. They go, "Oh, you're just telling us what to do. Shut up." It's like, well, brother, if your brain was able to recognize Gambit never folds means back up, give them the space back. There's no reason to die here. And stagger ourselves while we wait for you to respawn for 10 seconds. I don't know. Maybe I would play these games more. Look at Groot. Look what Groot does. Oh, Groot walks into the magical room of safety where nobody can harm him. What did Magneto do when he heard the ult? Walk forward. And now, because these guys, listen, conceptually, blowing the Gambit ult there was bad. Why? Because a smart team walks in this room, laughs, and then comes back out and then kills you. And you wasted your ult and got nothing for it. And the cart basically didn't go anywhere anyway. Who cares? What a dumb person does is die here, and now you've staggered the clock for 10 seconds for no reason. Because conceptually, you just did something incredibly egotistical and stupid. Now, they walk back out. They have their ults. They have their resources. Let's see how they play this. They do have Fantastic. This would be the perfect moment for Fantastic to ult. Let's see if Fantastic pulls the trigger. Pull the trigger, Fantastic. They've used all their support ults. Pull the trigger, Fantastic. They've used all their support ults. Pull the trigger, Fantastic. Pull the trigger, Fantastic. Thank you. Now Fantastic pulls the trigger because they don't have any support ults. Let's see if we can get a win off of this. Oh, we kill their Fantastic. Oh, we get the W key forward because look, and when I say W, it's a keyboard issue, but I don't play keyboard. I play controller, but it doesn't matter. But it just means walk forward. We walk forward, and guess what? Here's the thing. This entire play could have been done 10 seconds earlier if this dumbass on Magneto didn't die for no reason. So again, these players still do even at high elo. And the enemy team is stupid for walking forward into the spawn anyway. By the way, like they should have known, oh, they ran back in their spawn during our stupid Gambit ult. What are they going to do when they come out of their spawn? probably ult the shit out of us, and we don't have any support ults to defend ourselves. Probably shouldn't be standing in their spawn. This is why, by the way, this is just a random thing, right? This is something we learned back in, like, Diamond, or even lower, right? There's a reason why you don't ever fight people when they're near this fucking room. The reason why is, if you did do that, they can shoot you, but you can't shoot them, right? So they build ult charge, you don't. Anyway. So the car gets to move for free. Magneto was a dumbass, installed the game out for 10 seconds being an idiot, but the whole enemy team was a dumbass also, and walked forward, not realizing that they were just going to get walked down on when they walked back out. Cool. And, like, these are things that I see, and I get frustrated by, because I think of this game at a much higher level. Okay? So, Strange has ult. What are the supports going to do during this play? Will they, A, not get hit because it's a very predictable ult? Will they, B, be ready to cleanse it? Will Bucky stop it? Let's see.
The Eye of Agamotto.
Okay, we just counter instantly with a Magneto ult. I don't even think this was needed, because I bet Posh Penguin had her cards ready. Let's see. Maybe she didn't. 4 cards. She knows Strange has ult.
By the Eye of Agamotto.
Cleanse it. Didn't even need the rocket ult here. This is actually a waste of a rocket ult. Technically, yeah, this is a waste of a rocket ult. She could have just literally cleansed this thing. That's what rocket looks like. Actually, I think she missed her cleanse. She missed her cleanse. She wasn't close enough. She should cleanse closer. But conceptually, they didn't need the rocket ult if Posh had done this better. But it doesn't matter. Whatever. Okay. They Gambit ult. Now, what does this mean? Why is this Gambit ult stupid from the enemy team? I'm probably gonna stop the replay here because I'm just gonna give you content videos to watch. But why is this Gambit ult stupid from the enemy team? By the way, top 0.1%. Why is this stupid? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about why this Gambit ult is absolutely fucking stupid. So, Strange is dead. 5v6. You've already lost the fight. Okay? Your Groot is 2 seconds from dying. He's not living if you Gambit ult this. Right? So he's dead. So you now have 0 tanks, and you're Gambit ulting who? A Fantastic with no ult. A Star-Lord with no ult. And you're not going to get a rocket. So look at who this guy is seeing when he ult. Oh my fucking god, it's even worse than I thought, isn't it? Let's see this.
Armed.
He had Gambit ult the entire time, by the way. He could have done this earlier. Okay, so this is conceptually just a bad understanding of when to Gambit ult. He should have Gambit ulted probably way earlier than this, because Gambit ult also makes your team gain ult charge even faster. So you should be doing it on 6 people as much as you can. But whatever. I'm not going to get into his shittiness. Let's just look at how people he hits. Doesn't save cards, by the way. Does not save cards to counter the Groot. Right? He has a spade on himself for no fucking I'm going to lose my shit watching this. This is fucking tough. Look at this. Look at this. You know they have Groot. Why would you use any cards and go past 2 if you know they have Groot? You can't do that because you're gonna need the cleanse. Either you're gonna need the cleanse for that, or you're gonna need the cleanse. You got to blow your ult for the cleanse. So what does this guy do? I'm gonna activate a spade and go down to 2 cards, less than 1 card. Why not? And try to DPS the rocket ult like a fucking moron. And as a result, now he has to ult it. How many people did he get in this Gambit ult? Let's see.
Armed and
3 people. 3 people. This is dog shit. Why? Because this guy already has his ult, so he's not going to get ult charge. These 2 will get their ults. Sorry, no. Hold on. Let me recheck that. Let me recheck that. Let me see who all gets this ult. Maybe I'm fucking wrong. Okay? Gambit ult, Gambit ult, Gambit ult. Doesn't get Gambit ult. Groot doesn't get Gambit ult. Wow, this is just diabolical.
again.
Groot should die instantly. He does, and they should lose the fight anyway. And look, because this guy can't read a fight and realize when to ult and when's the wrong time to ult, which is a basic concept. Look at this. He wastes ult. They all die anyway. They push the payload in. This is why I don't play high elo games. Because this shit doesn't get any better the higher you go. You still see people doing fucking stupid shit like that. And then if you tell them otherwise, they crash out and throw your game. Okay, so I think I've conceptually explained a little bit kind of what to do, what not to do. I am going to now give you content probably so that you can see what it looks like. I'm going to give you a Gambit guide, right? I'm going to give you a Gambit guide, first of all. I'm going to give you a when to ult guide. And then also at the same time, I'm probably going to give you a tank guide. I'm going to give you 3 videos that you need to conceptually watch so that you can better understand how to play the game. I think those 3 videos will help you a lot, okay? It's not, trust me, it's not ults that are your problem. After watching these videos, I can tell you now, it's not ults. It's you don't know how to press your advantage. You don't know when to ult. And this is not a knock on you because people don't understand this concept even as they get to higher elos. But if you want to climb easier, understanding these concepts will make you climb much, much easier and that much faster. Unless you're just super mechanically gifted, which I don't think you are and I don't think I am. And those people are kind of usually like very, 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 very high up or whatever. I'm a very cerebral player. So like I get to like top 2,000, top 3,000. I'm like, I don't give a fuck anymore. I don't care. So I'm gonna replay here. I'm gonna post the content in the comments for you to get and let you go from there. Also, I need to go get my fucking gift, don't I? Wait, I already got it. Okay, cool. All right. Well, hope this helps.